Do you like my goggles? Look at my goggles! Look at them! Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of SeriousCraft Adventures in Minecraft. So it's been 3 months since I made an episode, or a little bit longer actually. But I decided to play again, and a lot of things happened in this 3 months. I haven't played all the time, at least on Minecraft, but I actually started to play a lot again recently, so I decided, you know what, let's pick it up again, let's make some more episodes. And because so much changed in the last few weeks, I'm actually going to go ahead and in this episode mostly I will show you what's new so that you get up to date with what's going on here. Not going to go into too many details here, but you know, just to give you an overall idea of what happened and stuff like that, so you don't go like, what is this every episode. One of the biggest things I did, remember this little guy? Oh, in the corner here. That's okay, it's weird. There was one Pete here. One little tiny Pete. Pete the penguin. Well, I found a way to create a machine of pure beauty. A machine that lets you play God. You know, some of you might know there are those things called soul shards, and by the way, I'm working on a tier 5 cow soul shard for my food situation, but more about that later. Those don't work on penguins. I think actually it doesn't work on any of the Twilight animals, but I could be wrong. It doesn't work on penguins, plus I don't want to kill penguins. But there's something else. I discovered this, I don't actually know, I think I was just looking for spawners, and I saw this little guy. Auto spawner. Now, this is not very complicated to make. It needs some emeralds, magma cream, you know, some nether things. And then those plastic things this is from, I think it's called Minecraft Factorization Reloaded or something like that. It's a really awesome and powerful mod. Those are really easy to make. Need some plastic, which you make by smelting rubber or rubber bars. And this guy pretty much the same, except it needs stone. But you get 3 of them. You get a lot of those things, so they're really, really cheap. Now this guy takes something called a safari net. There, this little guy. Let me actually... There we go. Safari net. Looks sort of like a Pokeball. It's some ender pearls and a ghast here. Not super expensive, but you might have to go to the nether. Well, you definitely have to go to the nether. What you can do with this thing is it actually is like a Pokeball. If you right click, it's like an item. If you right click on it with on an enemy with it in your hand, it actually captures that enemy inside that ball, and then you can put this ball into the auto spawner. Ooh. And it will, if you give it power, spawn those mobs. And this actually works with pretty much any mob. I haven't seen one yet that doesn't work. So I can show you, let me actually go in here. This is my cow farm right now. And you might hear there are a lot of cows down there. I have to go kill them soon. Let me make a little platform here. So here it is, auto spawner. I put in the cow one in this case. And it needs power. I have a generator on top that just powers it using cow coal. But yeah, this will spawn whatever you put in there. And I did this with the penguins. So now I have tons of penguins. Man, those cows are noisy. And I will show you where those guys are. They're all around my base. By the way, those things are awesome. Those are conveyor belts, I think from the same mod, the factorization mod. And I'm not moving right now. It's actually pushing you towards that direction, and it's sort of hard to get off it. Like, you sort of get, you know, if I'm standing here and I press right, I get pushed back in. But it's really good to channel mobs if you don't want to use water or something like that. But anyway, just wanted to show you this. So this is basically a good way to spawn mobs. It does require tons of energy, so you have to keep that in mind. But you know, put some coal in there, or if you have a good setup, you can use whatever. I think it takes EU and MJs, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it takes both. So yeah, So if you go downstairs, you still remember downstairs. Most of the penguins are actually down here. They're just standing around. Oh, look at this guy. He's like standing next to ice. Ah, so many peats. And yeah, you can see something changed in here. I'm not gonna go over everything right now. Just the important thing. You know my wheat farm. This actually works a lot better now. This is actually perfect. I haven't run into any problems yet so far. I might go over this in a later episode, but for now it's fine. You know, they're just like standing around here all over my machines. And I have big plans with those guys, but I'm gonna do this later. Most of them are actually in this corner. I don't know why. Actually quite a lot in here. So this part is new. This here, ooh, let me check, is this still working? There we go. Yeah. What I did is, I made a liquid tesseract. And I actually started to pump out lava from the nether, because I was sick of not having power. Actually, it was pretty funny. After I built this, my steam boiler finally started to kick off. And I produced enough biofuel to keep up with that. So this one actually produces quite a bit of power. I could add more of those engines here to produce more MJ, but didn't really care at this moment. But I do use it for other things. But anyway, so I'm pumping lava and I'm using those geothermals sort of like in the last world, just to get some power. I have 6 of them here. And right now, most of the time, the only thing they do is power this centrifuge. Why is it not spinning? Why are you not spinning? Oh, it doesn't have enough. Uh-oh. Something broke. Definitely, I have to fix this. And what this setup here is pretty much just a copper and tin generator. So as you can see, I have some copper and tin in here. So what this does, if you centrifuge lava cans, I believe 16, no 18, I don't know, lava can. If you check what you can use them for, where is it? There we go, 16 cans, produces 4 copper ingot and 6 tin. You make, well, what I do is I take part of this tin, I think 2, I think? No, 4. I take 4 pieces of ingots, put them into this chest and autocraft them back into cans to pump them back into this lava liquid transposer here to fill them up with lava, pump them back in, and so on. So this is actually a cycle. Something went wrong. I don't have enough cans. Usually it's fine. I think what happened here is someone might have logged into the server. Let's just give them one more and they can fill it up again. Someone might have logged into this area over here, because I've seen some strange things happen, and that might have caused some chunk loaders to get loaded and some didn't. This is a big problem here. Like, this room is too big for those they're called personal chunk loaders. They act like chunk loaders, or world anchor, sorry, personal anchor, world anchor. They require ender pearls, but I do have tons of ender pearls, so that's not a problem. Each ender pearl is 12 hours. And they only load chunks, or keep your chunks loaded if you're actually online. So I'm not causing any lag when I log off. But sometimes people teleport over here and only trigger one, like this guy. While they don't trigger this one, or something like that. And that will cause some machines to stop working. Because some, like the steam boiler is connected over there. If this chunk is loaded, but this isn't, it will drain biomass and then eventually turn off. That actually happened to me. It ran out of biofuel because this one was loaded but this wasn't, so I couldn't refill. And it was empty, so I had to start it up again, which is why I lost so much biofuel again. So that kind of sucks. I might actually change this to World Anchor. I hate lagging the server, but if people keep coming over here and like trigger the wrong chunks, I might have to do something about that. Also, this sort of empty. I didn't actually use this up. Somehow I lost stuff. I think the liquid ducts have some bugs. They seem to lose some liquid sometimes. But anyway, yeah, this is mostly for my tin and copper production. But since I have this now and it produces a lot of power, I actually made some advanced machines here. So as you can see, probably the whole time, I was holding this diamond drill here. This thing is amazing. This is an advanced diamond drill with silk touch and efficiency 5. This guy goes through smooth stone like butter. Like, Okay, let me show you over here. This is all smooth stone, right? Ah, let me in there. I also have a better jetpack. Come on. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that insane? This is so much fun. And it's silk touch, so I actually get the smooth stone back, which is pretty cool. I tried to put on fortune, but it doesn't work. I guess it makes sense because, you know, if you silk touch, you can't fortune it. So that makes sense. So that's not a problem. I'm just going to make another pickaxe for fortune, and I can just silk touch my ores, bring them over here, and then eventually... Why is this dude moonwalking? And then eventually just fortune it. So yeah, made this advanced drill. Not super expensive, but one thing I needed was titanium. And you get titanium from... I guess you need the dust first, and the dust you get from tiny dust, and the tiny dust you get from... Jesus Christ. This electrolyzer, I have one. You just need bauxite, lots of energy, and you get 2 tiny pile of titanium dust. You need 4 for 1 titanium dust, and then you put that into an industrial blast furnace. This is my electrolyzer, so this is where I got my titanium from, and I used Just Artisan's blast furnace because I was too lazy to make one. I still have to do that, but one day, because I hate SeriousCraft recipes. They're so annoying. They're so... I don't know what you call it. Like, you have so many little pieces that you need to fiddle around, and I don't like that. I really hate that. So yeah, I didn't really do this for now. But yeah, I made this guy really awesome. I made a second one for my quarry. I actually have a quarry now. Look at me. I'm actually advancing with technology here. I was sick of not having anything, and everyone had like fancy things. And I had diamond pans and like a diamond pick, but nothing fancy. I actually do have a fortune pick here. Never mind. And then I also made this advanced electric jetpack. The good thing, this thing is amazing. It stores a lot more EU as the regular jetpack, as you can see. Regular jetpack, 30,000, advanced 1 million. Plus, you see in the top left corner, you see actually some stats. The energy level is part of this jetpack because that one actually has a built-in lab pack, which usually powers your tools, like the diamond drill. That's why I made it, because now I can power this guy all the time using my jetpack, which is awesome. I don't have to swap between my jetpack and lab pack. And it shows you, how much energy you have left and if you're hovering or not. Right now I'm in hover mode. I can toggle it off, so I'm off. Just makes you fly faster up and down. And the cool thing about this, if you fly and hold control, you actually speed up. I think control is the default key. Look how fast you can be. It drains a lot more energy, but yeah, it's not too bad. So while I'm here, I'm actually gonna charge this guy because 35%, not a lot. So that's about my industrial stuff. That's pretty much everything I did. Well, one more thing maybe. No, I don't want to go down there without my jetpack. But actually, let me show you this. I found those portal things. This is actually like a placeable portal. This guy, portal spawner. I found that in a chest. Really cool. They're like the portal from the portal gun, but you can just plonk them on the wall and then use redstone to activate them. So I made one here. This is the second layer. This is where we just were above here. This is where my jetpack is loading right now. I made a second floor down here. Still have to finish the floor, and I do have a slime infestation here. I don't know if I can actually get rid of them or not. I don't know why they don't spawn upstairs. I guess they have to be below a specific level, so that's a problem. But oh wait, now I can't get up. Oh, I can. Anyway, this chest is connected to my quarry. I have a different mist age where I the slimes, where I have my quarry, and it will just pump everything over here. This sorting system is horrible because not sorting system, but storage system. Ooh, 20 diamonds. How about that? It's not good. Before I had this connected to the bottom, I think that was the problem, because then it would start to fill them from the bottom, those guys. And if you fill barrels from the bottom, you can only carry 1 stack. So I would like, you know, fill this with 1 stack and then fill this one with 64. And then I have some of those things here, like here I have 61 in here, but 35 in here, which is so stupid. Like I have some chests with the same ores, like stupid crystals here. I don't know. Stuff like that, you know, it's really annoying. So I tried to move the pipe up here. I hope this works better. I'm not sure. It seemed to be better, but yeah, I don't know. The whole system is not good. I actually lost a lot of items because sometimes the quarry was loaded, but not my base, and it's chaos, I tell you. Well, one thing that made me really happy, and it would make more happy if I have more of it. Nope. But I found my very first iridium ore. How about that? Nothing else really. I have some diamond chests. Oh, look at the redstone. I was low on redstone. That is awesome. Ooh, some bauxite. Ah, nice stuff. I added a scrap box here. Because I got so much cobble, I was like, well, I might as well just put it in here. But I don't have it connected to my lava thing yet. Go away, you stupid slime. I don't have it connected to my EU power station yet, so I used a generator for now, but yeah, have to fix this eventually. I might just make a energy tesseract to teleport power down here. But yeah, this one will just eat anything and turn it into scrap, which you can turn into scrap boxes, which give you random items, or you can use it later to make UU matter. But for that I need a lot of iridium. I think 8 at least. So I need to quarry a little bit more. Okay, let's see. I actually found a portal gun in a chest. Look at that. So I can probably just do that. Oh, I love portal guns. They're so useful. There we go. I was so lucky finding this thing. But yeah, this, man, I'm talking a lot. I hope you're not too bored, but I just want to get you guys up to date. That's pretty much it for the technical stuff. I don't think I have much more technical here. However, oh, maybe one thing is interesting. Oh no, don't go out right now. I need my jetpack. One thing I might want to show you, and I was actually thinking about making a tutorial out of that. I needed some rubber for a different project I would talk about soon. Get rid of those torches. So I need a lot of rubber. And I made a rubber farm that is self-powering, and it produces endless amount of rubber, pretty much. Using a tree farm. Who knew? Well, you sort of need those trees to make rubber, I guess. But what it does, I don't have enough. Hey, wait, what's wrong? It doesn't pump the hummus down. Did I broke something here? This should work. There's some hummus in here. Why don't you pump it down? Soul, less than 25%. Energy pulls. Well, I have to fix this. I don't need any rubber right now because my barrel is full, but what this does, it plants rubber trees, it farms them, just chops down the logs and pumps them over here, and this little setup makes it automated or self-sufficient. What I do is I use a sawmill to cut down rubber wood, or rubber logs. There we go. Oops, not recipe. Into planks. Come on. Into planks. Where's it? Normal sawmill. There we go. Jungle wood planks, and it has a 33% chance to give you sticky resin. This actually happens a lot. So you also get 4 planks. If I get sticky resin, I just pump it over into my extractor, and then that will extract it to make it into rubber. As you can see, barrel is almost full, so I don't really need any right now until I actually start working on the project I want to work on. But it will bring over the planks to here. I guess that's right now it doesn't have any power because I stopped the machine, so you would have to start it again. Yeah. But what it does is it takes the planks and burns them in a generator, and they actually produce enough power to power this whole system plus your tree farm over there. And if it runs without any problems, and it can plant all of those things, it only works if this is completely full, otherwise you don't get enough logs. then it powers itself. So it stopped because I ran out of hummus for some reason, even though there's hummus in here. Maybe it's because... oh, there we go. It's too slow. It kept doing the saplings first. Whatever. This is really awesome. So I will hook this up again once I need more rubber. But yeah, this works really great. Might make a tutorial out of this. I don't know yet. There might be better ways, obviously, but I like that way. But yeah, that's enough about industrious things. Now the fun stuff. SeriousCraft. I finally managed to get into SeriousCraft. I hope I pronounce this correctly. I think no one knows how to actually pronounce this. But this is my little magic setup here. Place some of this stone around here, so because there's lava below this cauldron, don't want to burn down my basement. But I did a lot of research. Let's look at my book. I didn't want to do this. I didn't even stream this, even though I streamed a lot, but SeriousCraft, watching people do SeriousCraft is probably the most boring thing in Feed the Beast. But sad. Anyway. I tried, I unlocked a lot of things. Man, I almost stumbled over my own words. I can make ropes, I can make those awesome goggles that I have, different types of wands. Made this sort of the sapphire, which is amazing, but I don't want to use it yet. I'll show you later why. And lots of cool other things. Watered glass and stone and brain in a jar and all those cool things. Obviously I haven't finished everything yet, but I got the things I wanted. I wanted the watered glass, I wanted the arcane ear, brain in a jar, the sword, a wand, and the goggles. Those are the things I wanted from SeriousCraft. And I got all of them. Look at my goggles. This is a really good one. This one has repair 2 and protection 4. I actually got this except for respiration, I believe, by just initially enchanting it with level 30. So that was really lucky. I actually made a second set. Actually, this is my second set. I have another one. It's probably my save. Nope, it's not. I have a... oh, there it is. This is the first one I got, and the problem here is I put unbreaking on it. If you put unbreaking on it, you can't put repair on it. What repair does is it takes this from the environment, like the aura stuff in SeriousCraft, and it slowly repairs your item. So it doesn't break if you don't, go crazy with it, I guess. So this is really cool. So this will pretty much last me forever if I don't die and lose it. I made the boots of the traveler. This is another thing I wanted. Those things, man, amazing. This one actually still needs a repair enchantment. I've been trying to get one, but so far I haven't been lucky. They're really hard to get, apparently. Probably pretty rare. If you know how to get them better, what I'm trying to do is I try to enchant books with level 30 and try to get a repair enchantment on it. I haven't even got repair 1, so if you know if there's a better way, like use a lower level or something, let me know, because I've enchanted a lot of books, and I'll show you later, but I couldn't find one, and I need a few of those. But this has haste 3 and feather falling and protection 4, so that's perfect except for repair, and you can see they're almost half damage, so I hope I get repair soon. If not, I have to put them back for a while so they don't break. But even without the haste, they make you walk a lot faster, and with haste 3, you might have noticed how fast I'm walking the whole time. It's really crazy. I'm just walking right now. I'm not sprinting. If you sprint, it's like this. It's so crazy. And another cool thing is if there's like a 1 block high thing, you can just walk up. Like, you don't have to jump. You just walk up here. So you can like... oh, that didn't work. Sometimes you can make those gaps. But yeah, those are pretty cool. You can just walk over everything. A lot of fun. Glad I got them finally. And I guess the last thing I made with SeriousCraft that I'm carrying with me is the Wand of Lightning. This thing, awesome. The thing has charging and potency. Potency makes it stronger, I believe, and charging is the same as repair. It repairs the wand, but charging is only for wand, so that's why it's called differently. I don't know why, but that's how it is. I guess that there's no enemy around here, otherwise I could have showed you. Maybe like in a dark corner here. No. Too bad. We might do this later. I'm sure we find some enemies later. But basically, if you hold it, it's like... you shoot some lightning bolts. And as you can see in the hotbar now, if I hover above it, it's like 56 at the end, the number. That's the damage value. And then after a few seconds... Actually, there's no... there's an aura here. It takes a bit. It will slowly recover. 36. There we go. So yeah, I will eventually go back to fully recharge, which is awesome. So I actually replaced my sword and my bow with this. The problem with my sword is it's a really good sword. Sharpness 4. Well, I guess it's an okay sword. It's not that good. But I can't repair it. That's the problem. It's too expensive to repair. I could probably repair it if I use a second diamond sword, maybe. I'm not sure. But what I really want is this guy. Sword of the Sapphire. Or Sapphire? I think it's Sapphire. I don't know. This one needs a few more enchantments, but that's not a problem. I can put them on there. I didn't do this yet because I don't know what the max amount of enchantments is I can put on it. So I'm waiting to get repair before I do anything else with this because I don't want this thing to break ever. So I really need repair. Sorry, I had to drink. My voice is like, I'm not used to talk that much again. Or anymore. So I have to get used to this again. So yeah, replaced my sword and my bow because my bow is about to break too. I think I put it away already. Is it in here? Yeah. This bow was really good, but sadly it's about to break and it's too expensive to repair. So here's my wand of lightning all repaired again. I love this guy. I love, lightning. That's why I moved here, and this is just perfect. You can make a fire one or anything, but I love this guy. This is so cool. And it has a decent range. How far does it actually go? Am I hitting the sandstone? Oh, there we go. So yeah, it's a pretty good range. I think those are the things I worked on the most to get those things. And then, oh yeah, I also got this Axe of the Stream. I found this in the chest, and I got Efficiency 4, Repair 1, really lucky there, and Unbreaking 3. This guy, holy cow. Can I show you this? I can show you this. Let's go to my BH, my quarry and BH. I actually started bee breeding, but, you can see it over there. Not much, but a little bit. What you can do is, if you just hit a tree, it will... Do you see this? It doesn't actually break it, but it breaks all the other logs until it gets to where you hit it. So you can just keep hitting this one piece and it locks down the whole tree. There we go. Plus the things fly over to you and this whole tree is gone. That is so amazing. Look at that. I think you can hold shift and do it. Yeah, if you hold shift, you just, cut it down normally. But holy cow, this thing is amazing. This is pretty funny if you do it on like a gigantic tree. And it's recharged again. Lots of flux in this area. Now I can see all those auras and nodes because of my goggles. But the flux here has been going down quite a bit. Not sure why. Maybe because I've been looting a lot of things or something like that. I don't know. Here are my quarries. This one is done. This one is done. I still have to dig out like the walls of it and move this quarry to the next spot. To give it energy, I'm just using a energy tesseract, and this one is actually using my boiler, as you can see. So this teleports power to over here, and it pumps all the cobblestone, dirt, and gravel into a void pipe. Everything else goes to my ender chest, which I pump out at my real base and, put it in chest. Die, piggy! I love this thing so much. It's so awesome. I wonder if the fire wand will actually cook meat when you kill them. I don't know. I have to try this next time. But yeah, this thing is so amazing. Anyway, let's go back to my base. So yeah, I did stream a lot. I haven't recorded much, but I've been streaming a lot just because I don't have a lot of time anymore for some reason. I feel like I've been more busy, and editing videos is just so time consuming. Even though I'm trying to do it again, but you know, I'll try my best. But streaming, you just jump on, you play, you end, and you're good. You don't have to do anything. And plus, you can talk to you guys, right? When I'm playing, I can talk to you guys, talk about things, what I'm doing, get help from you guys, get decisions right away, or I mean opinions, you know, stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. So if you ever want to, you know, join my stream, just go to twitch.tv/SeriousCreeper. Link is always in the description, and just say hello. If you follow me there or on Twitter, I always post when I go online. So if you don't want to miss it, just follow me there. If not, you know, just come over whenever you feel like it and see if I'm streaming. But I've been streaming a lot with Sedated. We've been to the Twilight, which is this, and I found a maze. Actually, I can show you the maze. The maze is, well, it doesn't look as pretty anymore, let's just say that. Because I went nuts with my, oh, I haven't showed you. So my mining laser, look at me, how advanced I am. I have a mining laser now. This is on low focus, yeah. Mining laser has a lot of different modes: long range, horizontal, superheat, scatter. Scatter is crazy, explosive, mining, and low focus. Just some, you know, different ranges. I usually use horizontal for this, and I love this stone. I love it so much. So I've been, you know, going through here and just mining out stuff like pew, just like that, you know. Just go along a wall and just shoot my mining laser and get all the blocks. Ooh, I hear a spider. But this maze is creepy. There's a lot of creepy things in here, and we went through the thing on stream, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of crazy things. But yeah, I'm just using this now to get all my maze stone blocks, because I pretty much want to build everything out of this now. If I go back, where's my book? If I go back, I expanded my base and I used those maze stones. So the first thing is over here, and I really like how it looks. This looks, I don't know, like I don't build a lot, but with these stones and this texture pack, oh yeah, I'm using swags now. Sorry if you like vanilla, but I like swags. I want to use swags, so I'm using swags. Yeah, this is my experience points farm, and you know, it's a small area, but it looks pretty, I think. Whew, what happened there? It looks pretty. I have my enchanting table here, all of my enchantment books, all level 30 things. Ooh, silk touch. Not really good stuff, but I need repair. No repair in here. I need repair. And this is my angry zombie grinder and the anvil. So as you can see, there's a conveyor belt just to push it into this meaty turtle. There are a lot of things here. This is water glass. You can't actually break this with any tool. You need a wand, and only I can break this because I placed this. I need my wand and just right click it and it goes away. But you know, just put it there for looks. And I need to block off the zombies. Up there is a, you know, very at the top is a zombie spawner. I used my pretty much, oh crap. Did they disappear? Hold on a second. No, they're still there. I need those cows. I need to go kill them soon to get my level 5 spawner. But what I did is I catch the angry zombie, put them in my auto spawner, and then farmed them to get a tier 5 angry zombie spawner. And I used that guy to, you know, to farm them. The cool thing about the tier 5 one is you can power it with redstone to turn it on and off. And basically what happens, if I press this button, you hear a boing, a note block, and all the way up there is a arcane ear, and an arcane ear will listen to those note blocks and then trigger a signal, which goes to a Iris knowledge. No, is this an Iris knowledge? No, it's a flip-flop, a T flip-flop, and it toggles the spawn on. If I press this again, they will stop spawning. Might still come down a few from before, but eventually they will stop spawning. They land on this conveyor belt and it gets pushed into this turtle, which I actually wrote this program. It's not very complicated. Yeah, I guess I could show you. If I terminate it, if I do else startup gets run whenever I get into the area, so this auto resets. Very small script. What it does is it just keeps attacking, and let's see, it keeps attacking and it waits 0.1 seconds between every attack. And while it does that, it counts up how often it, well, ran. I call it ran. I guess you could call it attacked or something like that. It just counts how often it attacked. It keeps counting up. If it attacks 600 times, which means, because I wait 0.1 second, means 60 seconds, so every minute, it will unload everything it has in its inventory, which doesn't work right now because the chest is full, and reset the variable so I can count to 600 again. The unload function, very easy. It goes through from, N1, which is slot 1, to slot 16, this one. This doesn't matter, it's just a variable to count how often I unload it, not actually important. But it will just select that slot, which in this case is N1 to 16, and then drop down whatever is in that slot. Drop down means it just, drops it down out of his butt. I don't know where it comes from. It just lets it drop down. And then once it's done, it just selects the first slot again and, it ends. So not a very complicated script. Oops. What am I doing here? Don't save that. But it does what it's supposed to do. So let's start this up again. And as you can see, this chest is full and I have a lot of zombie brains. I just wanted to grind them so I can make watered stuff, because you need them for watered stuff or golems and stuff like that. But I also do some other random stuff like swords and shovels and golden armor and iron ingots and stuff like that. You can actually, if you combine the golden stuff or like the swords to make make one that does have no damage, you can smelt them down to get the iron back, or the gold or whatever, which is pretty cool. Let's actually, let's see. Those stones are really hard to break. This filter just pumps out everything else, pretty much all the crap, and pumps it into, is it here? Wait, can I break this? Yeah, into this thing, which is a incinerator, which basically just burns item. It's sort of like a void pipe for SeriousCraft blocks. Which block is that? The border. Let's put this back. So yeah, very easy. And those brain in jars, they will collect all the experience points the zombies drop. The reason why I use a turtle is because when you kill monsters with a turtle, they actually drop the experience points. If you do kill them with lava or something like that, they don't. So I can just turn this on, let it run, it collects items. I have to do a better sorting system here, which we can do later. And it will collect levels in those brain of jars. If I just right click a jar, it gives me experience points. Each jar can hold up to 30 levels, so pretty cool. And then I just go ahead, put a book in here, enchant something, and dump it down in here. On the other side, man, this is gonna be a long episode. My meaty turtle army, if you get too close, they usually smack you in your head or something. Oh, maybe not. Why not? Aren't you guys on? No, they should be. Weird. Usually I get like hit. Whatever. You can see there's an auto spawn again. What this does, if I turn this on, it spawns maze slimes. Maze slimes again are from Twilight, so you can't make what is it called? A soul shard. So I have to use those guys. But the cool thing about this, so every time they spawn, they just run into those meaty turtles, die, and whatever they drop gets saved and gets played. Ooh, don't take my diamond drill. Gets placed into one of the, for example, slime balls is in this meaty turtle. And then every minute or so it goes through and dumps everything down, which goes into transposer, catching it up. And the thing I'm looking for, there's probably nothing here right now. Those maze slimes eventually drop charm of keeping, like those things, but the level 1 ones. So below here, I actually have a couple of auto crafters that will craft the charm of keeping 1 into charm of keeping 2, and if you have 4 charm of keeping 2, it crafts it into charm of keeping 3. So basically I have a charm of keeping generator here. This thing is connected to my EU production as well. Oh no, sorry, to my steam boiler. So it gets powered all the time. This is just, you know, connected to my energy up there, so I can turn it on and off. This works really well. If I think about it, I shouldn't have used turtles actually. The problem here is, why don't you guys hit me? Usually you always hit me. Weird. The problem is turtles drop experience points, like I said. However, if I just stay, you know, if I just let this go automatically, I get tons of experience orbs in here. And they keep collecting up. I don't think they despawn. So the other day I was like watching something and I came back and I had like 900 entities in here because of the experience orbs. So, you know, that's a problem and it's hard to get them. So I should have used something else than turtles, because I don't need the experience points from here technically, because I have my XP farm over there. However, there is a way to equip those turtles with a enchantment table. And I think then they can store the experience points, like they actually pick them up, and they can auto enchant books for you. So that might be something I want to look into to, you know, add this to here, so I don't actually have to enchant my books. They can just keep doing that for me. And, you know, it's a lot easier on me. But yeah, this works really great. If I just let this run. Those things are hard to make. You need 4 charm of keeping 1 to make 1 charm of keeping 2. And you need 4 charm of keeping 2 to make 1 of those. So you need a lot of charms to make those. And basically what it does, if you die, you keep your whole inventory. Pretty much you're invincible with that. You don't lose anything. You keep all of your stuff. So yeah, so I've been just grinding cows here again. This thing is almost done. Level 4, 865. You need... Ooh, that's a lot of cows. You need... Is there any aggressive mobs here? 1000. Don't you dare to blow that up. You son of a creeper. Jeez. That was close. 1024 to get a tier 5 spawner. I'm just gonna block this off. So I don't want anyone to explode this thing. And I'm just standing here killing cows. And this guy has Soul Stealer 4, so I get 4 additional souls per kill. So I get 5 souls per kill. So this thing is almost 952. And so on. So I think that's actually pretty much everything I can show you right now. This is, there we go, level 5 cow spawner. Die, cows. Anyway. Ooh, this is loud, isn't it? Let's do this. That's pretty much it, what I can show you. There's not much else. So... You know, next episode we will actually work on something. Probably the first thing I want to do is improve my experience points farm. And, you know, see what else we can do. There are a lot of things I need to work on. So, this video was probably super long, but I hope you still enjoyed. I hope it helped you get up to date. Oh, I also want to do some bee stuff, so we might do this as well. And again, I've streamed a lot recently, a lot. So if you don't want to miss anything, you know, come over to my Twitch channel and just say hello or just lurk and watch whatever you like. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.